What's up everyone? Welcome to week 2 of the Gemini project. For those of you tuning in again for the second week, thank you. For any new viewers, welcome. What we're doing here is working on my son's little TE Gemini. So week 2, what I'm hoping to get done is get word that the machining's done down at Phillip Heads. If that's the case, go and pick up the motor and assemble it, put all the accessories back on that, give them a bit of a clean, make sure they're all good to go, fit the box, clutch, etc. Get that back into the car, give the fuel system a good old clean out, put a new fuel filter on as well. What else? I want to port one of the intake manifolds that I've got here to run a 32 to 36 DGB Weber. It's always bugged me just between the little red line adapter plate and the factory manifold. There's this big lip, so I want to give that a bit of a die grind. Probably pick up like half a horsepower or something, but every little bit counts, I guess. So yeah, that's what I plan to get done this week. So fingers crossed, and let's get into it. Yep. Just got word from Dave at Phillip Heads service that all the machining work is done on the Gemini engine. So just jumped in the car, grabbed a few extra bits that I want to put through the parts cleaner, and then yeah, heading down to Phillip Heads now to screw the motor together. So with any luck, the motor will go together. We'll have all the bits. I'm pretty sure I remember to bring everything. And in the next video, got the motor, rebuilt that up at Phillip Heads. So we've got it there, fully rebuilt, new pistons, 60 thou over, new rings, new bearings, rebuilt the head, gave that a bit of a skim as well. What we've got today, I want to put on new rotor button, new distributor cap, new plugs obviously. This is the intake manifold that I ported and polished. It's always bugged me that with the adapter manifolds, whether it's a red line or whatever brand, there's this massive big lip all the way around here. And obviously being that it's up, the thickness of that, the two individual ports become like a change of velocity. So I've cleared all that out in there, and that should allow each barrel of the carburetor to flow a lot nicer. And match ported as well to the head. So the plan is to get that on there, a set of extractors as well that I've cleaned up. I'm going to give them a coat of paint. The water pump wasn't leaking, but we've come this far, so that one will be discarded as well. So got a pressure water pump here from NEP Auto Parts, so we'll be fitting that one up today as well. New oil filter, get all that back onto the engine, refit the clutch, give the alternator and a few other bits and pieces to clean up. The plan is to go to a TD42 alternator, but for today or this next week or two, just put this one back on, which is just a stock one. And yeah, so that's the plan for today. And all going well, it'll all be back together and back in there. Oh, and obviously I want to give the fuel system a bit of a clean out too. So it's got fresh fuel in it, but that being said, who knows what else is in the bottom of the tank. Okay, so that's the plan for today. Let's get started. The reason I'm putting this T-piece in here is that's a factory sensor for the oil pressure for the light on the dash. I'm not sure if you know, but this is only set at 4 psi. So as soon as that registers 4 psi of oil pressure, it turns the light off on the dash. So you're driving along thinking everything's all chunky punky, when you might only have 4.5 psi of oil pressure. I'm not a massive fan of not really knowing, so I'm adding a T to it. It might be a bit of overkill, but look, if you're spending thousands on rebuilding an engine and putting pistons and rings and all that kind of stuff, you know, something as simple as putting a T on there so you can run the factory light, but also run a aftermarket gauge to tell you exactly what PSI you've got. Well, you know, I know which way I'm going. It's important to fill the oil filter up as much as possible. And believe it or not, it just has to be pretty much hand tight. that's another successful weekend on the Gemini project. Got it to a milestone, so got the engine in, she's all in there. Had to go back to the original Weber, the 3236, even though I rebuilt it. Unfortunately, just seemed to want to fill the manifold full of fuel, so just in the interest of getting the engine fired up and running, I swapped it back to the original Weber. She fires up. So yeah, obviously fires up. She's got a nice little lumpy cam in her. No exhaust at the moment, so that'll be one of the next things to do, is drop it on the ground, put some gearbox oil in it, drop it on the trailer. We take it over to A+ Towing and use Gary's hoist, put a new exhaust system through it, and with any luck, the underlay or the sound deadening will arrive for the carpet. Because at the moment, as you can see there, she's pretty much just sitting there waiting. So if I can get the sound deadening in, got all new carpet, put that in, put the dash mat on, put all the seats back in, they're all clean, ready to go. And pop a new windscreen in, and off to Rego. So yep, looking forward to that. Thanks again for everyone that's tuned in. If you like what you've seen, please like and subscribe, and watch out for episode 3. Thanks guys.